All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed an honor. It's my pleasure, my absolute joy to have all of you here on the call. My name is Dr. Bright Cheredu. I'm an aesthetic physician, board certified, meaning I do cosmetic medical treatments. I'm the medical director of Elixir Clinic located in East Legon in Accra, Ghana, and a proud associate of XosialX. And this evening, I'm very honored and excited to present to you the wonderful company XosialX and its awesome products and the opportunity it can create for those who are interested in using the product for their mental health as well as creating a digital marketing opportunity. So with that being said, I welcome you to the presentation. Let's go. So this opportunity I'm talking about here is brought to us as a result of a partnership based on strategy, science, and service. Two companies with a shared vision to transform lives globally through science, technology, opportunity, and awesome products. On my left, we have Stu Finger, who is the CEO and founder of XosialX. XosialX is a marketing company based in the US, 10 years plus experience in the industry. I'll tell you more about them. But on my right, I have Jim Poole. Jim Poole, who used to be on Wall Street, he was a Wall Street genius who is now into serious neuroscience technology. He's a founder of a company, Solace Lifesciences. This company here is a tech company that contracts with the US government with a baby company called NuCalm. Now, NuCalm developed a wonderful product, okay, which is a digital product. This partnership, okay, was added NuCalm to XosialX's products portfolio, thereby enabling XosialX to scale globally with a digital product. Guys, digital products. So XosialX here, 10 years plus in the industry, wellness innovators, initially selling supplement products, as most companies do, was operating in 20 plus countries. But with this partnership, digital products NuCalm was added to XosialX products and thereby enabling XosialX to scale suddenly, about 6 months ago, opening 100 countries plus 6 months ago. Why? Because with the digital products, you don't need to set up warehouses, offices in various countries. There is no need for shipping, all these logistical nightmares, inventory, and all those things. The product is digital, which means that as soon as you pay for the product, you go to your app store, Apple or Android, download it, and instantly start using your product. Because of this, XosialX is in 123 countries, most countries in Africa, most countries in Europe, North America, South America, Asia, including India, China, Pakistan, and many, many other countries, creating a really rare opportunity for people who are interested in digital marketing opportunities. So what exactly is NuCalm? Ladies and gentlemen, please engage me for 2 minutes as you watch this video, which will introduce you to NuCalm. Let's go.
What if you could simply change the channel on stress, worry, and anxiety, or flip the adrenaline switch in your brain anytime you needed? You can. We all can, with NuCalm. NuCalm isn't a revolution, it's an evolution in the way we take care of ourselves. With over 3 decades of research and development, NuCalm's patented neuroacoustic software is clinically proven to create a physiological state change in your brain and body. With nothing more than your headphones and our mobile app, NuCalm gives you a suite of powerful tools that put the power of your brain in the palm of your hand. The human brain operates in a narrow band of frequency ranges, typically referred to as brainwaves. Each type of brainwave is associated with a different type of brain function. Throughout the day, your brain's frequency changes based on whether you're tired, anxious, nervous, excited, hungry, or anything in between. These frequency changes are normal, but not normally under our control, often forcing us to fight against our brain to achieve our goals, with a wide variety of detrimental side effects. That's where NuCalm comes in. NuCalm's patented neuroacoustic software reliably and safely interacts with your brain to speed up or slow down your brainwave frequencies using nothing more than your headphones, like a tuning fork. Our clinically proven neuroscience gives you the power to change the channel on stress, poor sleep, or lack of focus, or to turn up the adrenaline when it's time to perform its best. Unlike typical stress apps, meditation, or binaural beat apps, NuCalm's journeys are engineered with the world's only patented, clinically proven neuroacoustic software designed to naturally guide your brain to different frequency states on demand. In fact, a single NuCalm journey contains nonlinear algorithms and dynamic frequencies that can exceed 2 gigabytes of data. Stop letting life determine your frequency and start working with your brain, not against it. NuCalm is the power of clinical neuroscience in the palm of your hand.
Indeed, the power of clinical neuroscience in the palm of your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to tell you is going to be mind-blowing if you're not familiar with sound frequency technology in medical applications. It's going to be like I'm telling you that in the year 2026, there's going to be a lot of technology going around in 1990, that there will be Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram, and you cannot imagine it, that the phones will be so advanced you can't, in 1990, you can't imagine it. But this is it. The future has been brought to us. So what is NuCalm? Took 36 years of clinical development. It started in 1990. Then in 2009, NuCalm was introduced to the US market as an FDA Class 3 medical device, cleared for managing anxiety, depression, and insomnia. NuCalm was awarded the first and only patent for balancing the autonomic nervous system. What is this? We'll learn about it in a few minutes. The autonomic nervous system. This is a very important system in the human body. NuCalm, because it was a Class 3 medical device, the medical doctors who are here with me, you know that a Class 3 medical device is a device that must be used under doctor's supervision. So NuCalm was selling at $6,000 and was used in clinics, particularly used by dental clinics a lot. So if you go to YouTube and look for NuCalm, you see videos by doctors dating as far back as 2009. Now, 5 years ago, NuCalm was able to translate the technology such that you did not need a physical device that costs $6,000, but using your mobile phone as the device, NuCalm goes on the phone as an app, and using the phone's own technology with their own technology, you can experience NuCalm using your phone without having to pay $6,000 to buy a device, but with an interesting model where you pay a little bit of money monthly to use NuCalm. Beautiful. With this partnership with XosialX, NuCalm was introduced into the direct sales industry, making it the first product of its kind, awarded the first and only patent for balancing the nervous system to be introduced into this particular digital space, creating a no competition scenario because NuCalm is only available from XosialX in the marketing space. There is no inventory. There is no need for inventory. It has a 30-day risk-free trial. That means that you can use NuCalm for 30 days, 28 days, 27 days. If you don't like it, you can cancel your subscription and the company will refund all your money back to you with no questions asked. Take your money back. NuCalm was launched by XosialX into 100 countries 6 months ago. And as I speak to you now, it's in 123 countries and counting. Beautiful. So this creates a huge opportunity for people to enjoy it worldwide, as well as for people who are interested in its digital marketing opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So why NuCalm? Why NuCalm? Why am I, a medical doctor, interested in NuCalm? I'll tell you why. Why? Because the world is running on empty. Poor sleep and stress have become global pandemics, my guys. 37% of adults report daily stress. 3 in 5 people cannot sleep, leading to $8.8 trillion global productivity loss. Why? Because of war. When I was in Dubai, most companies are shutting down. Businesses are laying people off. Terrible. Economic uncertainty, digital overload, information overload, financial pressure. There has never been as much financial pressure on young people and young adults ever than in today's world. Social isolation. The world has never been disconnected, but a lot of people are really disconnected. Mental health crisis on the rise. What else? Stress. Stress doesn't just stay in the mind. It shows up throughout the human body. I've been looking at some of the ministers who took appointments recently in Ghana, and I can see that they're aging very fast. The hair is all turning gray. You know this. When somebody is put into a high managerial position, after 6 months, they look like their fathers or grandfathers. Stress increases age. Stress accelerates the aging process. What else? Stress shows up in the face. My clients come to me, Dr. Bright, I have my under eyes are sunken. Correct this for me. I say, madam, how many hours do you sleep? 3 hours. Can't sleep. I say, no, you need to sleep. You don't need fillers in your face. Where else stress shows up in the cardiovascular system? High blood pressure. There's a linkage. People are stressed. People are going to financial difficulties or difficulties at workplace, difficulties at home in a marriage. During divorce, people are stressed. People can't sleep, high blood pressure goes up. Okay, they have cardiovascular risk, other things. Stress and immune dysfunction. There's a link between stress and things like cancer, stress and metabolic disorders. Okay, it's all there. You can research these articles. Stress and infertility, both male and female factors. Read it. Stress and low sperm count. All people are trying to have kids and it's stress. That's it, stress. So chronic stress and poor sleep are really two of the most overlooked drivers of chronic long-term health decline. That is why NuCalm is here. NuCalm is addressing both these issues. How? By promoting relaxation, recovery, balancing the nervous system, okay, and having sleep quality. That is how NuCalm is functioning, okay. So NuCalm is in a trend that is here today, gone tomorrow. It's taking 36 years of clinical research, proven track record. NuCalm has got a 52-member medical advisory board, used in over 2.7 million surgical procedures without anesthesia, requiring very little anesthesia, used in over 78 professional sports teams, approved by Health Canada, used by the US military. NuCalm is used, ladies and gentlemen, by the FBI. NuCalm is really, really a serious product, certified for use in sports. It's used by the US Veterans Affairs as part of their mental health and wellness programs. And NuCalm has got very important collaborations with people like Tony Robbins. If you don't know Tony Robbins, you need to look for him right now. Tony Robbins is a serious business coach. He does high performance leadership training for top companies. I'm talking about the Fortune 500 companies in the world. And he is worth $600 million to $1 billion. That is his net worth. He is with the company and he is on the NuCalm app itself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is phenomenal. And that's one of the things that got me to look at this company seriously. NuCalm has got discerning industry success. NuCalm is used by the US Defense and law enforcement, approved by professional sports teams, used by medical professionals, and used by important organizations such as FedEx, Google, NuCalm, and aviation. Pilots are using NuCalm as part of their support systems for work. So what's the science behind NuCalm? How do I explain the science in very simple terms? Okay, so I played a video and the video threw a lot of things at you, but I want you to just follow me here and I'll explain the science of NuCalm. Before we can understand the science of NuCalm, okay, I need to remind you, this is some biology, okay? The human nervous system, okay, I want to remind you a bit. It's made up of the brain, which is the control center, the human brain, okay? And then you have the spinal cord, which is the information superhighway that connects the body to the brain, essentially, if I may say. And then there are nerves, which are communication cables. So if this was like some telecommunication system, the brain is the main center. You have this major cable running through the body, and nerves are the wires that come out to control the whole body, okay? You have nerves coming everywhere. Hope we can understand this one. So brain, spinal cord, and nerves. Now, when it comes to the nerves that are coming outside the spinal cord into the body, we have two major types of nerves, okay? We have nerves for conscious control. You want to move your hand, you want to knock somebody, move your hand. There's a conscious control. There are nerves that do that. So you think and then you move. You want to move your leg, you think, you move. You want to speak, you think, and then the nerves will move the muscles. That's what I'm doing. And then you move. Then there are some nerves that are for automatic control, things that you don't have to think to do. For example, as I'm talking to you, I'm breathing, but I'm not thinking about it. It's happening automatically. When I go to sleep, I'll breathe. I don't think about it. When I eat food, I don't decide to hold the food in my stomach for 2 hours and digest later after 3 hours. No, it's an automatic process. So there are a lot of things happening in the human body that are automatic. You don't think about. Your heart is beating. You don't control your heart and say, let me stop it for 10 seconds and see. No, it's automatic. So there are nerves of automatic control for things that happen when you're or unconsciously control. For example, the nerves for conscious control are there. The nerves for the automatic control are there. So my interest here is the ones for automatic. It's called that nervous system for the automatic control without your conscious influence. It's called the autonomic nervous system, guys. Autonomic nervous system. And today you learn a bit more about it. So let's go. So Your autonomic nervous system can also be divided into two parts. We have the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. They have two distinct kind of functions. So your sympathetic nervous system is your accelerator when you are driving, and your parasympathetic is the brake that stops when you are driving. The accelerator, your sympathetic, is for fighting. If you are in danger, you are being attacked, you want to fight. Or when you are afraid, something frightens you, you go for a funeral and the person they are going to bury wakes up out of the casket. Everybody run away without even thinking about it. If a lion appears here right now, you jump a wall that normally you couldn't jump. If a door is locked, a lion is chasing you, you will kick the door with some force that you normally don't have. So this system is activated when you have to fight. You are in fright, you are afraid, or you have to take flight, run quickly. Okay. So everyday moment, for example, it can be that a loud sound startles you, so you panic, feel your heart beating very fast because it senses danger. Or you are late for work, or are late for an important function, you're under pressure. Okay. Or for some of us, when we are asked to speak in public, you're going to defend your thesis, or you're going to an interview, or they call you to come and speak before your classmates or your lecture in the lecture hall. You see your heart is beating, you can feel your shirt moving like this, you can feel your pulse, then the blood is draining from your head. Yes, your sympathetic system is activated because you are afraid. You are stressed. How you feel? You feel your heart is racing. You feel your heart beating fast, fast, fast. Your breathing will quicken. Your muscles will tense. Okay, you have high alerts, and then if you can observe, your pupils will dilate so you can see better. Now, when it comes to the parasympathetic nervous system, these are also everyday moments. There's no danger. Here you are calm. You are relaxing. All is well. You are finished work, you want to wind down at the end of the day. So here you are home, you are watching Netflix, you're just scrolling through your Instagram or social media, having a chat with your friends, all is good. Or you want to settle down after a meal to prepare for sleep. This is where you need your parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. So your heart will slow down, your breathing will settle nicely, your muscles will loosen and relax, and then you can have digestion and recovery. This is where you digest your food. Okay, here when you are in danger, you're not going to digest your food. No, you want to run. Okay, so these are the two parts of the autonomic nervous system. Why am I spending time teaching you this biology? Because it's very important. Now, before I finally link everything for you to understand how NuCalm works, I'm going to show you something that you may not have heard about before. The human brain has got brain waves. Okay, almost everybody on this call knows that the human heart, has got some electrical activity, which you can see on an EEG. Usually, when you see movies in the hospitals, the human heart is tracing on the computer. When it stops or becomes flat, means the person is dead. The human brain too has got some brain wave or electrical activities. So when they put electrodes, we call it EEG. You can see that. Now the human brain will have got different type of waves linked to different frequencies. Okay. And these frequencies are linked to different mental states. So for example, there's a delta state where you have deep sleep, restoration, and recovery. Here you are, your brain wave frequency is at 0.5, 0.4 hertz. You can just Google this right now as I'm talking to you. Google human brain wave frequency and you see it. It's scientific knowledge, has been there for a long time. You may be hearing about it for the first time today. That's okay. Now, then we have the theta state, 4 to 8 hertz. Here you are drowsy, or you are meditating, or you are deeply relaxed. You have this alpha state, 8 to 12 hertz. Here you are calm, relaxed, awake. You have the beta state. This is 13 to 30 hertz. You are alert, focused thinking. Most of the time, if you are working, you'll be in this range. Like you are working, you're focused. Gamma is when you have some serious activity. There's a threat. Okay, you are panicking. Your heart is beating very fast. You are afraid. You have to, or your people are attacking you, or there's a lion. Or you have some peak activity, you're an athlete. Or you have something that requires, serious physicalization. You'll be at it's a high level processing. Okay, this is 30 to 50 hertz. Okay, so your brain will function differently based on your human brain frequency states. Okay, that is the whole point. So, question. So you finish having lunch and you have work to do, but you are feeling drowsy because your blood has moved to your intestines to help digest all that food. So you are now in a relaxation state. Okay, you are digesting your food, but you want to be alert because there's a serious meeting. Or maybe you are a member of parliament and you don't want people to video you sleeping in parliament. What can you do? Is there a way that you can switch your brain frequency from the theta state where you are drowsy after food into the beta or the gamma state? So you are very alert like this and taking notes. Is there a way? Absolutely. That is where NuCalm comes in, my friends. NuCalm basically is sound signals that is sent to your brain. Simple sound like listening to music. But this is engineered signal that goes to your brain, but they put it in music. They envelope it in music. Okay, it's like they're going to give you this water, but they cannot just put this water in your hand, so they put it in the bottle. So the water is NuCalm, the bottle is the music. Okay, and once you listen to this, it's engineered sound, properly engineered sound technology that will tune your brain frequency to where you want it to be. And some of us, the problem is that you went to work and your work environment is toxic. So there's a lot of you're always fighting. People are agitating you. So when you see people that you are in conflict with, your heart start beating. So you are on high alert states at work. Or let's say you are in the law enforcement, you are in police or something. And so at work, you are in high alert states. When you go home, you're supposed to be able to switch down to calm. But you go home still high alert because you are still irritated, you are still combative. So the little thing that your spouse will say to you, you start a fight. You see, it's not you. Your brain wave is stuck in the combat brain wave. That is how NuCalm is going to work. NuCalm is going to switch your brain wave to the place where you want it to be. And sometimes some of us, we are still so alert that we are stuck at the high alert state. We cannot relax. So you go and lie on the bed and it's high alert. Your brain will wander and you never get to sleep because you are here. NuCalm, using engineered signals enveloped in beautiful music, will dial your brain frequency down to where you want it to be so that you can sleep if you want to sleep. You can be calm if you want to calm. You can be focused if you want to focus. You can be primed for performance. And if you want to be high alert, you can listen to something to make you highly alert for peak mental performance. That is exactly what NuCalm is. So NuCalm is like a GPS for your Google map that is going to guide you to move from one mental state to the other, from your current location to the destination you want to be. As simple as that, my friends. This is technology brought to you. So NuCalm essentially is an app on your phone that has got different programs on it. So you can see here, I have Rescue, Deeper Sleep Plus, Power Nap, Ignite, Priming, Focus. I'll tell you more about these different programs, but I want to show you NuCalm on my phone, okay? I think it's best I guess show you NuCalm. So let me try and share my phone with you so you can see the app, and I'll go through a few of the features of the app. So give me a minute while I set this up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so I'm showing you the app on my phone. That is NuCalm. This is what it looks like on your phone. It says, how can we help you today? Rescue, lower stress, deep sleep, increase focus, elevate energy. It's all there, right? One of the most important features I want to share with you on NuCalm, which I love so much, okay, is the stress test. Guys, have you ever had your stress levels tested before? What test was done? NuCalm has got a beautiful technology that identifies your vocal stress patterns. Okay, this technology, similar technology, is used by Secret Service agents. We are talking to them, they're analyzing your voice, and they can tell that you are lying because your voice box will stress when you're lying. Anyways, there are these high-level things that are there. So NuCalm will listen to your voice, analyze your stress pattern. Now today, I'm in my clinic actually, and you can see I'm not in a suit and all that because I did surgery today. I had to wake up very early to go to theater. So today I'm stressed. I am stressed. I know I'm stressed, but you know what? Before this call, I did about 20 minutes of I rescue. Then I also did triumphant. After I rescued myself, I had to elevate my energy for this presentation. So I can speak with this level of passion and joy. So I played triumphant for 13 minutes. Let me see my stress scores. I'm going to do a live stress test for you, okay? So very simple. What do? You speak to the app for 35 seconds. 35 seconds and it records your stress test. And this is a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, that Elixir Clinic, my clinic, is the first clinic in Africa to incorporate vocal stress pattern testing as part of our intake assessment. Every client that comes to my clinic, we test their stress score. Why? Because previously, even before I saw NuCalm, when clients come to us, we do psychosocial screening. We ask about their pattern, about the anxiety. It asks about the stress level. We have to score their own stress. And they'll tell us, oh, 2/5, 3/5. Now we also can assess objectively. And this stress score doesn't lie. It will tell you when you are stressed. The beauty is that I can tell when I'm stressed and I can do something about the stress. So that's finished recording my voice, it's analyzing it. It rates my stress score. And after that, it will tell me what to do to manage my stress. So just bear with me as it goes on. So I love this too because you don't have to travel to a hospital, go to a pharmacy. Just pick your phone in 35 seconds, record your voice in under 1 minute or so, under 2 minutes maximum, you have a score. Then it tells you what you have to do. Offer you solution that can immediately, oh my God, Lord have mercy on my soul. Look at my stress score. Look at my stress score. Look at my stress score. And you know what? Before I did my rescue, I was feeling a headache. I said, let me rescue myself. After I rescued myself, I became solemn and calm. And I said, I need to elevate my mental state for the presentation. So I listened to triumphant. Oh my goodness. So you can see that it's 94. This is one of my lowest stress scores I've had. One of my best stress scores I've had. I mean, low stress. 94. Blessed be thy name, O NuCalm. Thank God for this wonderful app. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is something you need to have. There are people around you who cannot sleep. Some people are just irritable. The conflicts in the heart, people are just stressed. And their mind states are locked in a combat zone because they were put in a fight and fright state at work. When they were coming, somebody's driving home and the driving conditions, the road rage will happen on the road and the person is angry. They've crossed, they've left the person who caused the incident, but they're still insulting the person. They go home and wife is say, oh, honey, welcome, how was your? Then the person is angry. The anger that happened on the road is still there, is gone to the house. You need to calm yourself, NuCalm. That is it. Let me show you some of the other products that are on this wonderful. One of the things I love the most is, so here that all the apps are here. Let me show you priming. Priming is beautiful. One of my things I love here, you can see they're important people. Look at these guys, Jim Quick. Okay, there's money mindset for those who practice affirmation, gratitude. If you have someone practice affirmation, you want to declaration, self-affirmation. I attract money. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. Those things. There's one you can use. These are sounds that will tune your mental frequency to the right state. You have things like Roger Love, who do voice training. Some people do not have trained voices, so that when they speak, there's no gravitas, there's no authority, they don't command attention, so they speak and then nobody listens to them. Sometimes the problem with your promotion at work is that you don't exude confidence when you talk. You need voice training. We have things like gratitude with Tony Robbins. I told you Tony Robbins is on the app. He's a collaborator. You have beautiful things. I can't go through all the features. I'll spend the whole day with you because I love. And something ignites. You need to see ignites. Oh my God, triumphant, my favorite. All right. So let me switch back to the presentation and continue. There's so much I could tell you about this app, but I'll switch on back to the presentation and then we continue. So I told you about the stress test already, right? So let's move on. So there are several journeys on NuCalm, and you remember the human brain frequency, all right? So here, Rescue and Power Nap are two power products on the app. That's within, I'm telling you guys, within 8 minutes, Rescue will resolve your anxiety. One time I had an incident where some people came to my clinic for a meeting. They were from the regulators, and 5 of them came. I was like, what is happening here? Before I went for the meeting, oh my goodness, I was anxious. When you see regulators coming to your clinic, you already know what is going on. 5 of them. So they called me, and sadly, I couldn't go through this autonomic nervous. My heart rate went up. I could feel this knot in the pit of my stomach. And when you are like that, you go and start speaking, your voice will break. I said, no. This early days, this is May when I joined the company. I took my NuCalm, took my rescue, and I was listening to my headset like this, and I was just preparing my office and all that. And I went out there. Within 10 minutes, look, I didn't even realize it. I had calmed down, surprisingly. So I walked out to my headset, I said, hello, greeted them, so nice, came to the office, and we had a good meeting. No anxiety, no tension, okay? Well, how does it work? It elevates your parasympathetic nervous, the one that will break you, say, stop, Stop running away. It's all calm. It will calm you down, okay? And other things. So you can breathe in and take oxygen, okay? Rejuvenate and heal your body. Power nap operates on the same principle: 4 heads to 7 heads. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then of course we have what? We have deeper sleep and deeper sleep plus, okay? These ones here are for sleeping. Now you listen with a Bluetooth speaker. You listen to this on Bluetooth speaker. And then you can have an 8-hour, 10-hour program. This one puts you in a 0.5 to 4 hertz, the lowest frequency state. This is delta, so you can sleep. And I'm telling you guys, this is science. Some of us, we go to bed, we don't sleep. Your mind is at 30 hertz. Your brain is going to keep shopping and wandering about. So you lay on the bed, you never fall asleep till daybreak, and you feel tired. You feel like you've been beaten up because you never rested. You need to put your brain frequency down to this 0.5 hertz to 4 hertz, and then you can have deep quality sleep. You turn the volume down to like you're in a spa. Okay. We have other products. You have focus. Listen to this to tune you down to the 15 to 20 hertz. You can focus on your work. You have Ignite, one of my personal favorite Ignites. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes nothing is wrong with you, but you feel like you are depressed. Your mood is low. You need to ignite and elevate your mental frequency. This one puts you at 38 to 41 hertz for peak mental performance. This is for those who have to do some physical exertion. You're going to play football, play tennis, play golf. You know, you have to go and do something that you really want to be alert. You are going for an interview, you're going to deliver a presentation, you're a pastor going behind the pulpit, you've done first service, second service, third service, fatigue is coming in. You want to, it's like taking an energy drink. It's a psycho energy drink, I'm telling you. Or you're a man, you've come home from work, you are tired, and wifey is demanding that you perform your duties in the bedroom. Sometimes the problem is not downstairs, the problem is upstairs. There's too much clutter, too much stress, and you're operating in the low frequency. You need to elevate your frequency so you can perform like a lion in the jungles of Africa, and you will be happy and cheerful. So here you want to be listening to Ignite. And of course, priming. I told you about priming. Here we're focus, flow state. Flow state here puts you in a state where you want to create and receive ideas, think outside the box. Then we have got priming, one of my favorite. Tony Robbins is a voice on priming. This one is you want to get inspired to focus on your intentions, to elevate your mental states. And there are beautiful, world-class, top-level people here on the product. Now, the last thing I'll share with you is that I love NuCalm, guys. I love NuCalm. And I'm going to tell you, you start hearing testimonies and start experiencing things like, for example, people's BPs are settling down. They are taking their medications. So it's a bit difficult to control now. It's coming down. People are not snoring anymore, or their snoring volume has gone down. The wives are sleeping better because the husbands are now silent. You hear about people who were having very difficult to digest food. They were bloating, belching, you know, they had peptic ulcers and all that. And now they are feeling better in their stomachs. They can drink a bit of alcohol, eat their spicy food, and it doesn't burn them. You hear people are happier. So nowadays, my boss is so calm. When we offend him, he gets look at us and then he doesn't really. You hear about people are sleeping better. They are sleeping less of quality sleep. They are more resilient, more productive. Why? There's a nerve in the human body called the vagus nerve. Vagus nerve. You can read about it. This very important nerve here is involved in heart rate, breathing, digestion, mood and emotions, sleep quality, resilience. Now, there's one thing I'll just talk about. Okay, I won't bore you too much science. The vagus nerve, my friends, is involved in acid secretion in the stomach. This is one of the few things I'll talk about, okay? And in some people, there's an imbalance. So there's too much acid secretion. Now, some people develop peptic ulcer disease and even go ahead to have perforations in the intestines. Now, in the past, one of the treatments was surgeons would go into the body and remove part of the vagus nerve called vagotomy, cut a bit of the nerve outside. Even in today, if we give you the medications and it doesn't, resolve, and you go and perforate your intestines, vagotomy is still indicated. Question. Now think broadly. What if you could balance your nervous system without need for drugs? You don't have to pop pills, take Valium, diazepam, and all these pumps to sleep at night. What if you didn't have to be taking Nexium to have your stomach settled? What if you could balance your nervous system and experience tremendous health? Would that be exciting for you? Absolutely. So there are VT programs. These are special programs on the app as well. You listen to using sound signals to balance your nervous system. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. I mean, I could open the floor, you hear the testimonies that will come, but for time, we'll jump straight. So this wonderful product is now available in 123 countries, okay? 123 countries. XosialX, the marketing company that is taking NuCalm around the world. Now, XosialX's plan, this is a new innovation. It's something that has been around for since 2009. The app came 5 years ago, but in terms of launching globally, happened 6 months ago. Now, XosialX's plan to market NuCalm around the world is that we are not going to spend money in 123 countries paying celebrities, influencers, doing marketing shows, setting up offices and hiring staff, doing billboard branding along major highways and roads, trying to brand all the various airports in 123 countries. That would be very costly. XosialX decided to choose the most effective and efficient way of marketing new innovations that has been used since the year 1800s. That is word of mouth marketing. XosialX said that they will share value created, money, with their own subscribers who talk about the products and get others to also subscribe. So it creates a nice incentive for their own customers who use the app and then also tell others to use the app. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right. So XosialX, aside NuCalm, has got another product, which I'll briefly mention to you. It's called the Online University. This is, I call this the Netflix, XosialX University. I call it the Worldflix of Netflix. So instead of watching series and movies, here you will watch and listen to millionaires and billionaires, I mean, multi-millionaires and billionaires who share their life story, their most important insights, how they build their businesses. This gentleman here, ladies and gentlemen, here is worth $3.2 billion. He is the founder of Paul Mitchell Systems and also the person who developed the tequila called Patron, which is very popular in the US pop culture, right? You hear about it in songs, all right? So there's, I mean, this is just one person I'm mentioning to you. There are so many of them, and every week, they call them legends. One new legend is so every week there's somebody you come to listen to, somebody with deep industry expertise who will tell you his story. Now, just to not to bore you, this particular gentleman, I find him so interesting because he was homeless 2 times, homeless twice. He's worth $3.2 billion. Imagine being age 24, your wife is like 22. You come home, and as you drive the car to the house, your wife comes down and says, "Honey, give me the keys. I want to go for shopping." Give her the keys. She enters the car. She drives off. Says she's going to go for shopping. You go into your apartment, and then your 2-year-old is in the living room with a note that says that, "I am sorry, I can't be your mother anymore. I'm gone." You realize that she has cleared your bank account. She has not paid the rent that you were giving her the money for 3 months. So you owe 3 months rent and utility bills. Landlord kicks you out. That's how he started. Can you imagine? So they tell you their stories, and it is hosted by Mark Victor Hansen. This gentleman is a multi-millionaire. He wrote a book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, with over 500 million published books. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Beautiful, beautiful. So you get to learn so much. Okay, so this is another product, which is digital, that you can subscribe to if you want to learn you're an entrepreneur. But mind you that the key product that we talk about here is NuCalm. There is something for those who want to learn as well. All right. So how does this business work? For those who are here for the business, it's very simple. Use a product, like the product, share with your friends, and when your friends partner or join the company, you get paid commissions. Now, there are some of us who are here who just want to use the product for their mental health and productivity. Beautiful. Welcome to try the product. There are some of us who are here who are very busy, love the product, but will share with a few friends and can make some money. You can make as much as $6,000 a month just by sharing the product with 3 friends who also continue the same share with 3 friends. Okay. Or there are some people here who are pure digital marketers who are trying to build a business. This product is launched in 123 countries and there are less than 10,000 subscribers worldwide. There are people who are going to make a lot of money by building subscribers in various countries. If you are here and that interests you, there's also a way. which we'll show you. And to do that, okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's a very important person here that I'm going to introduce to you. Before then, I want to show you that for those who want to build large businesses, you may need a special tool to build a business. I'm talking about those who want to make more than $6,000, $10,000 a month kind of money. The company has an app for building the business in 123 countries. It has tools in different languages because there are different, there's Spanish, there's French, all these different languages to help you build easily and communicate with people. So there's also the XosialX app, all right? So for a serious business builder, you may want to get all three. But for somebody who just wants to use the app, hallelujah, there's the app. Okay, NuCalm has a monthly subscription of $42.49 every single month. You pay for that. Or you can pay for NuCalm $458. You pay this once a year and you use for the whole year. You don't have to pay anything every month. Now, the XosialX University also goes for $59.97 monthly. Okay, to learn from billionaires and multimillionaires. And those who want to build a serious business can get the app for $9.97. If you get the university, you get the app for free. You don't have to pay for the app. So you can get it just this product if you want your NuCalm alone. If you want to learn, get the online university as well. If you want to build a serious business, you want to get the app. But you don't have to do all at the same time. Okay, you can do one first, try it, see how it goes, and you can get the others. But for those who want to get from the beginning, there's an all access pass, all in one membership, okay, where you can pay $99.97 monthly, all right, every month. Now, guess what? This comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you pay this money and they don't like the product, okay, use the product for 28 days, 27 days, don't like the product, cancel your subscription. All your money is paid back to you. It's digital. You don't have to ship a product back to the company. It's all your money is paid out. No questions asked. Why are you? No, nobody asks you a question. They get to refund all your money to you. So this can become a serious opportunity for those who want to build a business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to show us the way, they say follow who knows road. To show us the way, there's a very special gentleman here, okay? Very, very special gentleman. This person, I respect and admire him so much. And yesterday, I had a privilege of meeting up with him for drinks, inspiration, and learning. He is a business school professor of economics and artificial intelligence. This gentleman here lectures at the University of Ghana Business School, the most prestigious one in Ghana. He also lectures at Stellenbosch, South Africa, Warwick, Lancaster in the UK. He has got double PhD and holds a master's from the MIT. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an entrepreneur. He has groomed, taught, and raised many, many prominent entrepreneurs in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a $1 million earner in this industry with over a decade experience in this particular digital marketing industry. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a proud associate of XosialX, and not just that, the highest ranking in the NuCalm era, achieving the rank of 50K within 50 days. Ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome Professor Kweku Ohinasare, also known as KOA.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bright. Thank you very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know the man who just spoke, he is the director, the medical director of Elixir Clinic. He is a champion. He is an all-rounder. I know he introduced himself. He has EMBA. He has multiple degrees. He's an achiever. The aesthetic medicine with the Canadian board. He is all over and a world traveler. So I respect him. He's a friend. He's a business partner, and we are rocking the world. We are rocking the world. And it's my pleasure. I'm going to walk you through this project. How can you build this? Ladies and gentlemen, there's no question that what we have is an invention, is an evolution, is a revolution. It is changing the medical industry, it's changing the pharmaceutical industry, it's changing the nutraceutical industry, it's changing the neuroscience, neuroacupuncture, neuroplasticity, artificial neuroscience, all of this industry. It is altering it at the highest apogee. And upon looking at the articles, I have been impressed. You see, someone the 10th of May, when I watched the video by the CEO of Solace Lifesciences, Jim Poole, being interviewed by, Mark Victor Hansen. That interview, within within that 42 minutes of watching the interview, I bought my app. I didn't buy the monthly, as you can see here. I bought the yearly. I bought a yearly immediately. I bought it for all my family members. I started using it. I've had insomnia. I couldn't sleep for more than 4 hours for 14 years. I've come to live with it. I have accepted it. I have been stressed so much that I could not even sleep. I used this thing on the 10th of May. On the 11th of May, my insomnia is gone. And I've given it to several dignitaries, senators, ministers, government appointees, millionaires. I've given it to all of them, and all of them are telling me stories, beautiful stories. Some of them are even shocking stories. People with high libido as a result of this, because they are able to ignite their mental discombobulation to the highest level. Incredible. And there's no question why the income possibilities are incredible. I teach business. And anytime I see a business model, we model it. We model the business model. We model the sustainability of the business model. Then we model the architectural design of the model. I'm telling you, this is copyrighted. This is incredible. So please give me a little of your time and let me warm your heart and your mind about how you can take this in addition to whatever work you're doing. You can be a lawyer, a teacher, an administrator, a banker. Add this to that, because dark times can happen. That moment, you know what is so beautiful? You don't need anything. You don't need to be selling anything. You don't need to sell anything. All you need is your mobile phone. That's it. Once you use this mobile phone, that's it. You need this mobile phone and you follow the rules. I'm going to just give you just 3 things. 3 things, and that is all. First, you get the app, download it and use it. That's the first one. Get the app, download it, and use it. Now, after using the app, the next thing you want to do is you don't have to lecture people if you cannot do. You see, the great thing Dr. Bright has done, you may not be able to do that. You don't have to do that. Just tell your friends, your families, your co-workers, your neighbors, acquaintances, even enemies. Tell them you have some incredible news for them. They will ask you one question. What is that news? And all you do is that tell them that I want you to hear from the mouth of the doctors and professors. I want you to listen to the people who will educate you about this good news. And I promise you, you will thank me. And ladies and gentlemen, they will thank you, because the information they are going to will touch their health, will touch their lives. Okay. And they will be grateful eventually. Your job is done. Because when you start giving all the nitty-gritties, trying to baptize them in the sea of good NuCalm and things, you'll be confused. In fact, along the line, they might ask you questions you might not be able to answer, and that will dissipate the faith and trust they may have in you. So bring them to the expert, and we will baptize them in the sea of good socialists. So if you like, you can choose a monthly package. You pay $42.49 every month and you use it. I'm telling you, that money is nothing. I'm going to show you how you can easily get that money back. The next thing is that you can choose the all access pass. I love the all access pass. I'm using it. It's just $99.97 a month. I'm telling you, the all access, you're going to see the income you're making with this. Okay. If you can afford, use the all access pass, and that is it. If you want the yearly, you can do the yearly for this. Okay. And that would also do some great work for you. Okay. So you bought it. You've now decided not to be giving details. You just tell, what you do is you sell suspense. You don't sell product. You don't sell business. You don't sell project. Sell suspense. Tell the person, I have something that will blow your mind. They will ask you, what is it? You bring them to us. If you try 4 times and they can't join us live, we'll give you a recording and you give it to them. Okay, now how do you earn income? Then there are 2 things you want to take note. The first one is that there are multiple incomes you can earn in this at the same time. Okay. If you look on the far right, there are 5 incomes that you are seeing there. The first experience bonus, member acquisition bonus. Okay. And then several ones. As we go through, you are going to see the incomes you earn. Let's talk about the first one. The first income is called FEB, first experience bonus. It's simple. You get somebody who will use a monthly package. The company dashes you. Now, please note that the first 4 incomes I'm going to talk about are tiny, very tiny incomes. But that is not the focus. They are bridge income and then the bigger income I'll talk about. But I still have to tell you all of it. So somebody gets $42.49. The person renews it like Netflix every month. The company gives you $10. That's it. This is instant. They call it fast start. Or the person goes for the all access pass. The person takes $99.97. You get $25. Papa, that's it. Finished. Okay. Anytime you get somebody, you're going to make this income. Again, this is not the main income. Subsequent month, the person is going to reorder. In other words, the person is going to renew. The person will renew $42.49, or the person will renew $99.97. Whichever renewal the person does, the company is going to pay you an income up to 50% of the CV. The CV means commissionable volume. You are going to get 50% of the CV. Now, what is the CV on the monthly? Well, the CV on the monthly is 21. The CV on the monthly 42.49 is 21, and the CV for the 99.97 is 50. You are going to get a percentage of that CV anytime the person renews. Okay, that is the member acquisition bonus. Again, that is small income. Let's go to the third one. Now, before I speak about the third one, I want to show you something about a matrix. It's a very important matrix. And this matrix is the reason why a lot of us actually take this seriously, okay? But before I talk about a matrix, let me talk about the ranks, okay? When you start this project, you start with ranks. When you get first person, you are a manager 1. When you register your second person, you are manager 2. When you register 7 people, okay? 7, that's it. And you are manager 7. Now watch this. When you get to manager 3, that is when you've registered 3 people, the company will dash you a rank advancement bonus. Now remember, you're already earning the fast start. You are already earning the member acquisition bonus, which is every time the person renews monthly. And you're also going to earn this simply because you've registered how many? 3 people. When you get 7 people registered, the company will give you extra $20. When you get to 5,000 purchases in your team, the company will give you $500. Now, what do I mean by that? Watch this. So you are enjoying the NuCalm, you are using it, but you got people that are also using it. These people, you may have brought some of them, or other people above you or other people outside of you have brought them. But because you came in before those ones came, once their purchases add up to $5,000, you become 5K. And just by getting to 5K, the company will dash you $500. Remember, somebody can get to manager 5, manager 3, manager 7, and then 5K in the same month. And the person will get $50, $200, and $500 at the same time. Now, when you get to 10K, let me talk about 10K first. The company will dash you $1,000. When you get to 25K, that is $25,000 of purchases in your team, the company will dash you $2,500. Remember, all of these are smaller incomes. I'm not coming to the big income yet. Okay, these are all bridge income. And when you get to $50,000 or 50K, you are giving $5,000. So I've been chopping this $5,000, as you can see there. And then when you get to 500K, you are getting $50,000. So in total, you would have gotten a rank advancement bonus of $89,250. Again, this is not a main income. This is a bridge income. Okay, but this income is still good, because some people, this kind of monthly income of about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 is big income for them. Now, let me take you to because sometimes a person asks, how will I be able to make my money back and be able to use that to pay the $42.49 every month? It's simple. You see, if you are thinking that a $42.49 monthly is too much, I'm telling you, it's not too much. If you follow this principle, just register 7 people on the monthly, on the $42.49. And you will get $320. You will have enough money for your next 7 months. So for your next 7 months, you don't need to go and take money from your salary. It is sealed, it's done deal. And you're going to build on that anyway. Or you can register people on the All Access Pass, 7 people. And you will have income for the next 10 months. You don't have to touch your salary. You have enough income to be able to take care of your subscription for the next 10 months. And within that 10 months, you are already also getting other incomes. So getting the thing is that a person can start this thing and some will move so fast, like me. What was hunting me is different from what is hunting you. I'm taking care of 33 orphans. I need to make sure that I move so fast. I had to move at the speed of light. Okay, 33 lions are chasing me. Maybe you 33 butterflies, but that is different from mine. So what is hunting you will determine the speed at which you fly and you run. Okay, so that can settle your monthly, and up to 10-month income is guaranteed already. Now, let's go back to how do you get to your next income? And this next income is crazy income, okay? Very, very crazy income, okay? Let me just explain how to get to your next income. Now, watch this on your screen. The next income is known as regenerating matrix. And please pay attention. This is big. And if you don't understand, put it in the chat and I'll explain it further. Regenerating income. This is how it works. Your goal when you get into this project is to try and get at least 3 people. You can get more, but you can choose to hold on even after getting the 3, but at least 3 people. Get 3 people. Now, when you get 3 people, you would have achieved a level called level 1. Level 1 will have 3 people. Each one of them will be generating a volume of 21.25 CV. That's a volume. And multiply by 3, you're going to get approximately 63 volume. Each one of these persons is paid a matrix income of 2% of their CV. Now, initially, this income might look very tiny because you're just beginning. It's just $1.29. Go and watch the story about a penny a day, doubled every day for 30 days. So if I give you $1 million and I say, go, 1 million, or I'm rather going to give you 1 penny every day, doubling it every other day for 30 days. Which one will you go for? Will you go for the $1 million or you go for the penny, which I double every day for 30 days? We'll be shocked. Okay, if I should double that income every day for 30 days, you'll be making over $5 million. Okay, this is a power of compounding. Okay, Isaac Newton said that the power of compounding is the universal power in the world. When you understand that, now we are going to teach those 3 people to use the next whatever time they have to also get their 3 people each. That's it. Everybody gets in, try and get at least 3 people. Now let's assume that it takes a person 1 month to get 3. Now there are some of you here, you would take more than 1 month to get it. 3. There are some of you take a day. Some of you take a week. Some of you take 2 weeks. But let's assume that everybody takes just 1 month. That means that in your second month, your 3 would have also gotten their 3. So you would have had 9 people. Each of these persons is going to be paying, you are going to be paid 3% of the CV for each one of them. That's crazy. Then you keep on, the 9 would have gotten their 3. Let's say in the 3rd level, let's call the 3rd level the 3rd month. That means you would have gotten 27 people. The 27 would have generated 81 people. 81 would have generated 243 people. Assuming everybody is doing this monthly, that means that by your 7th month, you are making, put all the monies together now, you're making 6,000 plus every month. You're making about $6,000 every month by your 7th level. Let's call it by your 7th month. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pause. You start a project, okay? And by 7 months, approximately, roughly, you are making $6,000. $6,000. It's a little bit more, but let's assume you're making $6,000. Would that be worth it? Would that be worth it in 7 months? Whilst you are still doing your job, I am still doing my job, and yet I'm clocking this. I'm clocking this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even 4 months yet. And I'm already clocking this. So that should tell you the possibilities that are at hand. All you are using is your mobile phone. This is when you are manager 3, because you just brought your 3 and we are teaching everybody to get to manager 3. That is if they are all doing the $42.49. Of course, some will not get their 3. Some will get more than 3 in their first month. You know that? That will all balance. And that is why this is. But what if they rather go for the 99.97? What if Each of them is not paying the $42.49, but you're rather buying the university, the app, plus the NuCalm, all put together. Crazy. You are making $14,000 every month by the 7th level or by the 7th month, like I used the example. Just pause. Just pause. $14,000 every month. This is a residual income created when every associate stays active in the system and duplicate exactly what you're duplicating. I've not even gone to other levels. What you are looking at is a 3x20 matrix. It doesn't go 11 levels deep. No, you're going to see something that will blow your mind. Okay. Now, from manager 7, you've seen the ranks that you can actually advance. You can advance to 5K all the way to 500K. You've seen those ranks. Okay. You've seen the ability of a person to quickly activate and move to manager 7. It's very easy to get to manager 7, and we teach you that on how to do that. You've seen the possibility of the rank advancement. Now watch this. There is another income that you can earn, and that income is known as worldwide loyalty pool bonus. Now this is an income that is beautiful for those that are 5K and above. 15% of the commissionable volume from all the global sales from every customer, every associate is distributed into a 3 bonus pool. So it's 15% of the CV goes, the sales goes into a pool, and this pool is shared only to those that are 5K and above. If you are 5K, you get 1 share, 10K, 2 shares. Okay, but that is 3% of, and you are called a rising leader pool. So you get 3%. 3% of that goes to you. 5% of that bulk goes to those who are 25K and 50K. The 25K will get 1 share, 50K will get 2 shares. And then the legacy leader pool, we don't have many people there now. We don't even have 2 people there now. They get that 7% of the pool. The legacy leader pool is the area that the serious builders will get to. This is a matching shares bonus, and you earn a matching share from all those that you have personally enrolled, either those who are in the legacy leader pool or those in the ELP. So you earn it on everybody you've personally enrolled, and there is no cap on the potential shares that you can actually earn. This is another income altogether. It's a crazy income. So we give it in the form of a shares that one can get. Now, let me show you something. If you're an associate, you go 2 levels deep. That is, you've not even registered anybody. Oh, watch it. You've not even registered anybody. Still, the company is paying you. Yeah, they're still paying you. Now, if you get to manager 3, you go 7 levels deep. That's the one I showed you, where you can make $6,000 or up to $14,000 on the all access pass every month. Every month. Yeah, every month. When you get to 7K, let's stop at 7K, you will go 15 levels deep. Remember, I told you that it is a 3x20 levels deep. So your manager 3 unlocks the first 7 levels, and that is what everybody that you get is going to make. Think about that power of manager 3 that I told you. $14,000 potential monthly income based on active monthly subscription through the level 7. It's crazy. Exact amount is actually $14,488.53 every month. You look at America. By the way, the average American cannot bring. There are 55% of Americans. If you ask them for $1,000, they can't produce. They can't produce that. $1,000 they can't get it. So that should tell you that this income you're seeing on your screen is a huge income for even the average American. But it gets crazy. What if you get to manager 5? Remember, manager 5 goes 11 levels deep. If you get to manager 5, everybody buys the $42.49 monthly and enjoys the help. Don't forget, even if you're not making this income, which you will make, you are still enjoying health. Health is the most precious commodity on the planet Earth. You're still getting that. But in addition, as a manager 5, you can make $200,000 by the time you fill your 11 levels deep. Think about it. Potential residual income. This is a powerful income. These are the incomes that make people millionaires. And I tell you, okay, when we spoke to the CEO, myself and Dr. Brighton wanted to find out how long it's going to take a person to become a millionaire. He gave a range of $1 million a year to 2 years. You can become a millionaire if you build this seriously. This is business. Even if you fail, okay, 25%, just, you just achieve 25% of what I just spoke about, the $200,000. That is $50,000 every single month. It's worth it. It's worth it. Remember, you're also touching the lives of people. You're affecting the lives of people. People with insomnia, depression, anxiety, all kinds of health challenges. You are blessing people already with this. And in addition, you are being blessed. You are watering people and you are being watered as well. But it gets crazy. It gets crazy with what I'm about to show you now. Ladies and gentlemen, see, the company is very wise. The company said, what I'm about to show you, if you can sleep after I tell you, then you use NuCalm. Because the first time I got to understand this, I could not sleep. I had to NuCalm my body multiple times before I can sleep. Because once you get this, ladies and gentlemen, once you get this, you will see that I did not join this company because of the tiny incomes I've shown you already. I joined this company. In fact, right now, I am earning more here in what I'm about to show you. So please watch this. The company has introduced a copyrighted program known as a profit sharing position. Now, do you know that in some of these industries, companies, when you join them, because you want to make a lot of income, you know what people do? They want to register their brother, their mother, their father, their auntie, even putting ghost names so that they can make more income. You don't need to do that. The system recognizes that you are doing a lot. So the system has created a profit sharing position, a clone system for you. And once you understand this clone system, you will do so well. Let me explain what I mean. So once you get into this organization, the first thing you're going to do is to try and get your first 3 people. So you brought the person here, number 1. You brought the second person, number 2. You brought the third person, number 3. Now watch this. You remember this will make you manager 3, and this manager 3 can make you go 7 levels deep and be making $14,000 every month. Do you remember that? Okay, that is if those 3 you have registered do the same thing. That is even if you don't get your 4th person or 5th person. That can give you that income. The system says, what if you are able to get a 4th person? What happens? What happens when you get a person number 4? The company will reward you double. Watch this. When you get the 4th person, before the 4th person is put into the system, the company will create a profit sharing position for you. What is that? The company will create a clone of yourself into the system. So the company will say that, let's say you are KOA, and that is here. So you are KO here, okay? But you, KOA, you've registered more than 3. You've registered your person number 4. So the company will give you another KOA here. Let's call it KOA1. Then you registered number 5th person. You brought Ajwa. The company will give you another KOA, KOA2. Before they put Ajwa there. Then when you get another person, Johnny, they will create another KOA3 for you before they put the Johnny there. Now, you see what is happening? So there's going to be a lot of people under KOA1, a lot of people under KOA2, and a lot of people. The KOA1 and KOA2, they are also going to have 3 by 20 levels of income deep. Crazy. And each one of them is going to be making the income. Now watch this. So you can have KOA1, or you, yourself, your clone, and your clone will have so many people under it, and your clone will be earning income. So watch this. Imagine you have reached a level, okay? Let's say you are in level 11 and making $250,000, okay? And you have about 9 KOAs. Each one of them is also going to be making an income slightly lesser than the $250,000, say approximately, say $70,000, each one of them. Multiply that $70,000 by the 9 clones, and you're making over $700,000. It's crazy when you understand the cloning system. So you can register as many people as possible every single day, and that is going to pay. You can sleep. Give yourself 2 years. You can sleep, and your clones will be ballooning incomes. Everybody in the world is going to be sitting under the clones as they come into the clones. Profound, crazy, if you understand it. If you didn't understand it, it's okay. Your brain is not wired for you to understand. When you start chopping, you'll understand. Okay? The world is already moving in the digital atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. We now have 6 unstoppable trends that are shaping the future of business, wellness, and opportunity. It's happening as I'm speaking to you. Let me give you an example. Right now, there's a shift towards digital activities. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity changing the face of the world. Consumers are on social media more than ever before. People are ordering from Amazon. People are ordering from eBay. People are ordering from Temu. People are ordering from Shein, and so many things. The world is already there. So anytime you are doing something, you think global. And the only way to go global is to go digital. That is why Netflix is booming. That is why Ericsson has been kicked out and Nokia has been kicked out. That is why revenue generation is happening in Disney Plus and in Prime. For the first time in the history of the world, we now have a digital hospital. Think about it. We have a digital nutrition. We have a digital health where you can do a stress test in the palm of your hand, and you can prescribe channels that will elevate your parasympathetic nervous system and put you at ease and handle whatever challenges you're going through. Profound. People are now so much concerned about mental health more than ever before. Technology is moving. Artificial intelligence, automation, mobile technology is changing and leveraging the world of activities. I was speaking to a professor of AI in Warwick University, where I'm a visiting professor, and he was telling me that if only people could understand that once they get that the world is not only digitalized, it's digitized as well. And once you understand that, you will sit in the comfort of your home and you will be making millions, and somebody would say that you have juju. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already in 123 countries right now. That's where we are. NuCalm is changing frequencies of people's mind, and it's changing the lives of people. This is a clinically proven thing. It's science-based. It has 2 patents. Anywhere you are in the world, you can have access. You don't need country manager. There is no expiry date. There is no side effect. There is no radioactive isotopes running through this. No, there is no overdose. You can abuse the use of the thing. It's not going to help you. It is safe, it's non-addictive, it's drug-free. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can optimize your state and perform at your best. It is not a relaxation, ladies and gentlemen. It is a transformation. Now you have the key. We just handed you a key to an incredible room of Leonardo da Vinci's piece. You are about to enter and open the door. But remember that someone is praying to God to have the opportunity you have right now. Remember the bills that have to be paid. Remember the survivor. Some people, on Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. People are going to jobs they don't like. People are stressed and overstressed. Sometimes somebody is driving, his eyes are looking boo, boo, boo. It's not because of you. There's pain already that is taken from the weekend. There is no weekend in the weekend. It's not relaxation anymore. People are bleeding. And here you have a door that has been opened. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Write it down. Dig your well before you are thirsty. And you know one thing that makes people not take chances like this? They are afraid. They've seen things in the past that look like that. And they think that isn't it one of those things? If you listen to doubt can cripple all dreams. If you listen to your doubt, you can destroy what God has planned for you. You got to take chances, my friend. Fear is just an acronym standing for false evidence appearing real. Step through that door that has been opened to you and tell yourself, I will until. Because someone, somewhere is going to do this with or without you. If you go through the list, you see the caliber of doctors and professors who are on their score. These are great people. Why are they all here? Some of them own their own hospitals. Some are in the United States. They own hospitals in Texas. Some of them are in the UK. They own hospitals. Why are they here? Because wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. It takes knowledge to understand knowledge. That is why Hosea 4:6 says, lack of knowledge, my people perish. Anytime, ladies and gentlemen, you are struggling with something in this world, your problem is not you. The problem is your operating system. You just don't have an understanding. You see, if you understand it the way I and Dr. Bright understand where this is going, I promise you, you will run with this. So do this. One day, your children will thank you. Dr. Bright, back to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Prof, I love the passion. I love your fire. I mean, what more can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, the future has been brought to you now. You are looking at technology that's going to be everywhere, ubiquitous. It will be everywhere. Very soon, your friends and loved ones start calling you that come and see something called NuCalm. So we entreat you, get in touch with the person who invited you to this call and tell them that you are ready to start. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you use the product for 28 days, you don't like it, cancel and your money is given back to you, no questions asked. I see you have no risk here, but you don't want to miss out on an opportunity that could change your life. In the next 2 to 3 to 5 years, XosialX is going to be paying people a lot of money as subscribers onboard the product in 123 countries. Look at the combined population of all these countries. India, over 1 billion people. China. Look at the population of Africa, North America. Some way, somehow, NuCalm is going to be heard. Just like how Netflix started. It has 350 million subscribers. You could be part of those people who bring these guys on board. And you don't have to bring the whole world by yourself. Just talk to a few people who bring a few people who bring a few people. So the power is really in your hands. So we entreat you that this day can be the first day of the rest of your life. Get in touch with the person who invited you. We have a very strong support system. You'll be on a WhatsApp group. We have got these presentations running. Our next presentation will be on Wednesday, where you also hear from our senior business partner from the USA, Adam Levy. Then afterwards, there'll be one on Friday, and then we keep going. We also have trainings to help you learn more about the products and also to help you build your business. We thank all of you for being here, associates, leaders, new guests, and we look forward to welcoming you to the XosialX family. Stay blessed and have a most productive week. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Prof, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.